Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Forever King here, back at you with another video. So this video is going to be my cameo tier list, specifically for Geras. So if you're a Geras main and you're thinking about, oh, what's his best cameo, what's his worst cameo, you know, at the highest level against other top players that know how to fight against Geras and his cameos, this is my opinion of what are his best cameos. So without further ado, let's get straight into the list. So first off, it looks like we have Cyrax. Obviously, this was my main from launch day for like the whole month. And if you would have asked me this before the patch, like 2 days ago, easy S tier, easy. But with the nerfs, I still think he's going to be good for Geras, having the net and everything. I think I'm going to place him at A tier, maybe. But yeah, pre-patch, S tier, easy. Post-patch, you know, he still has the net combos. He can still do the buzzsaw, but just not as frequently. It's more like once a round. So, and Geras doesn't really use the up buzzsaw. He more so uses the straight buzzsaw. So yeah, you're more so just going to be using the net combos to charge the hourglass. I think he's still A. Alright, so next up we have Darius. Now my man's Darius. If you asked me before the patch, I would have put him A tier. Pretty high A tier, maybe not S tier, but this recent patch that just happened 2 days ago, they nerfed the damage off of doing Geras command grab into Darius, which is the main reason for picking Darius. They nerfed it by a significant amount, actually. The combo went down from like 38% to like 30%, which, yeah, it's decent, but I guess he still deserves to be A tier, but we'll see how it goes with the rest of the cameos. For sure, if this was like pre-patch this list, he would have been much higher. Alright, so who's next? Is that Frost? So Frost, he's got some interesting stuff like doing combos, landing and doing the ice orb. I think I'm going to put her here. Could possibly fall. It's not better than comboing off command grab like Darius, and it's not better than the net combos that you get from Cyrax, but it has some interesting mix. So next up we have Goro. Now Goro, he also can like combo off the command grab in weird ways, and you're not gonna really use his up punch for combos that much because Geras already gets good, you know, combos on his own without cameo. So I think I'm gonna actually put him lower. You know, Frost, she can freeze you. She can use ice punches for, you know, extended pressure, ice glacier. She can use the ground freeze for like neutral. So honestly, Frost could be above Darius, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it like this. So next up we have Jax. Now Jax, Geras doesn't really benefit off the ground pound setups like some other characters like Scorpion and things of that nature. He can get some interesting damage with the Jax backbreaker. He doesn't really benefit from the, you know, the projectile with Jax. So I think I'm gonna put this as the first B tier. So next up we have Kano, and Kano, he's like stereotypically good for a lot of characters, you know, just two different ambushes, the ball, the knives, you know, run behind the knives and, you know, going for free pressure. But honestly with Geras, he doesn't pair that well. Kano gives you less health, so I would definitely rather go with Jax for combo extensions and added health rather than Kano when, you know, Geras already gets lower health for being Geras. Then stack Kano on top of that. Geras is going to have 900 health. He's going to have way less health than his opponent, unless he's fighting Natara. So, yeah, it's kind of scary picking Kano with Geras. So, Kung Lao. Kung Lao. I'm happy to say Kung Lao is S tier. If you guys have been watching me recently, and if you guys have been paying attention to East Coast Throwdown and things of that nature, you guys will have seen, even before the patch, Kung Lao surpassed Cyrax. You know, even before the Cyrax nerfs, I seen what Kung Lao was capable of with Geras, and I'm like, I'm making the switch. Kung Lao is by far the best cameo for Geras. You know, amazing neutral with the low hat, amazing mix-ups with the low hat. You know, using low hat to make your minus strings make them plus. Teleport combos to do 50%, 1 bar mid-screen. Doing the spin. So you can't use the spin and gaps to launch like you could. That was a nerf. But even with that nerf, Kung Lao is by far Geras' best assist, You can use his freeze combos to get 3 hourglasses mid combo and finish the combo from 0 hourglasses. So that's intense. Like, that's why I used to love Cyrax, but Kung Lao can do that plus more. So even if this was pre-patch, he would have still been S tier. With Cyrax also S tier, but he would have been in front of Cyrax. But now that Cyrax is nerfed, Kung Lao most likely is going to be the standalone S tier cameo for Geras. And if you're a Geras player, you pretty much you're going to be wanting to using that Lao cameo. And that's not even just a Geras thing. That's a lot of characters in the game. Lao will be their best cameo. So next up we have Mavado. So Mavado can help you get around the screen really fast, you know, neutral. No, I'm just messing. So Motaro, kind of like a way weaker version of Kung Lao. I'm gonna put him down here. He also lowers your health like Kano, and those projectiles don't really add much to the neutral. Like Geras, he doesn't care about the turret, he doesn't care about the single shot. The teleport combos are nice, but the Kung Lao ones are way better because you can, like, Kung Lao can let you go in the air and you get higher damage. And the low hat just covers way more, the spin, the launcher. So yeah, and Kung Lao doesn't lower your health like Motaro does. Honestly, Motaro's a big body. Motaro should raise your health, he shouldn't lower your health. But hey, that's just me, maybe that's a hot take. Motaro, worst assist in the game. Not just for Geras, but just all around the worst assist in the game. Yeah, you're gonna see him here. Actually, might as well just put your boy down here. You already know it is what it is. So next up we have Serena, and if this was pre-patch, maybe Serena would be up here or like here, you know. But they kind of nerfed Geras' ability with Serena. He can't do forward 1-2 into Serena Knife Dagger anymore for combos. He could still do like 1-2 into her. So yeah, I think I'm gonna still put her. Yeah, I like her better than Frost. So I'm gonna put her here. He still does get good meterless damage with 1-2. He can use her the single knife toss to do like plus frames and have just a quick projectile and neutral. So good neutral, good meterless damage. He can summon her mid combo to do the suck, the absorb, where she absorbs meter from the other character. So better than all these guys. But yeah, I would still say Kung Lao and possibly even Cyrax still above her. Alright, so next up we have Scorpion. And honestly, Scorpion, I'm going to put him down here. Maybe he's more than Motaro. Maybe even less than Motaro. Because, alright, let's be serious here. The main reason you pick Scorpion is combo extension. You don't really pick Scorpion for the overhead. You don't really pick Scorpion for the get over here. I know it sounds funny. That's usually the main reason you pick him, but not in this game. The main reason you pick him is for the upfire, the anti-air, the combo extension. In Geras, he doesn't need combos. Like him as a solo character, cameoless, has amazing damage. So he doesn't need help with combos, therefore Scorpion doesn't really help him out that much. And that's the only thing that Scorpion brings to the table. Whereas, like, you know, take Kung Lao for example, he gives combos and he gives like 7 other things. You know, Darius, he lets you combo off your command grab. You know, Serena, she gives like extra neutral with her knife and she adds combos, so on and so forth. So all these characters above Scorpion, they give better options in the neutral and combos, or both, whereas Scorpion, he only adds combos. And that's one thing Geras doesn't need help with, is combos. He does combos pretty dang amazing by himself. So it looks like we're down to our last 5, our final 5. And speaking of not needing combos, Sector. So the main things that cameos bring for a character is combos and utility. And Sector is like the perfect example of utility. I would actually put Sector as maybe a top 3 cameo for Geras. It's a hard debate between him and Cyrax, man. This is a close one. The brothers, ketchup and mustard. It's close, man, it's close. I'm gonna put him below Cyrax. So Sector is amazing. I've been saying for the longest time Sector is the most underrated cameo. He's just harder to use, harder to master than most of the other characters. He does give Geras extra combos, like OTGing with the missiles. doing like the command grab into the missile, or the that move that Geras has where he spends 2 bars on the clone and he can knock you down, and the missile will OTG you. So that's the main thing Geras is looking for in a cameo, is utility, and Sector gives amazing utility. And he also gives good neutral too. Like at full screen, you always have to worry about the teleport uppercut, and that launch Geras can combo off of if he has snap. So let me go ahead and even these out a little bit more. I'm gonna put him here. I'm gonna put him here. Man, a lot of these are close. That's what makes this hard. A lot of these are close. I'm gonna do like that right now. For now, it could change as the list goes on. So next up we have Shujinko. Shujinko is a weirdo, you know. It's like depending on the matchup, he could be an A tier or maybe a S tier cameo, but then depending on the matchup, he could be a C tier cameo. I think I'm gonna put him at C tier. I guess I'll put him like above Scorpion. But yeah, like, so overall against most characters, you would much rather have like majority of these other cameos above. In very rare scenarios, like maybe you're fighting against a SubZero and Shujinko, he takes the ice ball and the slide, which are 2 good cameos. Or some other matchups, I'm sure there's going to be some broken stuff found in the future that hasn't been found yet that makes Shujinko like crazy, like maybe even better than Kung Lao in some scenarios. But since those haven't really been discovered yet, I feel more safer putting him down here. And especially he got nerfed in the last patch, where if you hit Shujinko out of his meditation, he takes even longer to return. So those nerfs and him only being very situational, that's what makes me put him down in the C tier. Alright, so we're down to the final 3, and Sonya, she provides combo extension, you know, the same as Scorpion, so that's why I'm going to put her here. The main #1 use of Sonya is combo extension. You know, she's got the square wave boost, she's got the leg grab. Those are both literally just for combos and nothing else. Maybe you can debate square wave boost being like an anti-air, but that's like heat of the moment type stuff. And yeah, so that's why I'll put her above Scorpion because of square wave boost. But the ring toss is kind of useless, one of the worst cameos in the game. Sonya needs buffs just like Motaro does for them to be useful cameos over these other guys. Sonya and Motaro, not just for Geras specifically, but for the whole roster, these are like the 2, you know, top 2 worst cameos in the game. They don't really provide much, and even for Geras, they don't really provide much. So that's why I'm putting them this low down here. So next up, we have Striker cameo, and Striker, he's actually pretty amazing, actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him up here in A tier. You can debate him anywhere between these 3 spots, really. I guess I'll put him here. So the thing about Striker, he does lower your health, so Geras will have 900, unfortunately. But with that being said, he provides great neutral with his grenades. You could do like a Geras string into grenades, and the opponent has to respect it. If they try to mash pokes, they'll get hit by the grenade, and the Geras can combo you. He's got some specific setups in the corner where you can combo off command grab with the grenades, but then again, those got nerfed with the patch. So maybe like pre-patch, he would have been a little bit higher, but post-patch, I feel more comfortable putting him here. You know, just for the sake of OCD, I'm gonna put him here, you know, just so we can have like an equal amount of cameos per, you know. But yeah, that's Striker, Curtis Striker. And last but not least, we got SubZero. Now SubZero, he deserves to be all the way up here. Man. So he's definitely a top 4 cameo. Easily for Geras. I think I'm gonna put him after the robots. So with SubZero, he gives you the ice armor, so you're completely immune to projectiles. So there'll be scenarios like, let's say for example, Geras versus Kenshi. You can do Sandstorm on block, and normally Kenshi, he can do the overhead slice to punish your Sandstorm on block. But since the ice armor that SubZero provides is an ambush, you can do Sandstorm on block, quickly do SubZero's ice armor ambush cameo, then the Kenshi is going to go for the overhead slice to punish, but you're going to be completely immune to it. And then you can punish with your Thanos Snap or your Sandstorm. That just creates amazing mind games for zoning wars. You know, he gets the Ice Burst that SubZero does, where you can get free combos. It lasts longer than Frost Freeze, so you can get Hourglass setups and finish the combo. You get the pushback with the SubZero shoulder to make your stuff safe. Honestly, the more that I talk about it, the more that I'm going to put him higher. So yeah, he's definitely like one of the best counter pick cameos, if not the best counter pick cameo in the game. And not only that, he has amazing utility with Geras, like being able to freeze, being able to set up hourglasses, being able to provide good neutral in the zoning war and anti-zoning. So you could even debate him honestly above Cyrax, honestly, because Cyrax, it costs so much resources to do that spin, and SubZero, none of his stuff costs the whole cameo bar like Cyrax's does. And Cyrax net, yeah, it gives you free hourglasses, but so does SubZero's freeze. So yeah, this might be a hot take, but yeah, SubZero above Cyrax. Cyrax, even after the nerfs, I still put him high, I still value him high because the utility he gives. And even though that spin costs a full bar, you can still use it to break armor on wake ups. You can still use it to extend block pressure and then try to get like a free command grab, sneak a little some in there. Maybe, actually, I'm gonna put Sector above Cyrax. I think Cyrax is just a better, like, at a low level and at a mid level, but I'm predicting for the future when we master everything, I think Sector is going to be better in the long run. Sector might even be better than SubZero in the long run, honestly. So yeah, guys, go ahead and screenshot this. This is my top cameo tier list for Geras specifically. I'm hoping when the DLC drops, I'm hoping that Tremor joins Kung Lao up here. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, this is my cameo tier list. Whoops. This is my cameo tier list for Geras. And you know what? Just for funsies, I'm going to add what if this was pre-patch. So if you guys want my opinion, pre-patch, easily Cyrax is up here next to Kung Lao. Easily. You get way more uses of the spinner. So Darius would rise like up here pretty much. Serena would rise. Striker would rise. Maybe not that high, but... And then I guess that would make this more like this, I guess. So this would be my pre-patch, you know, before the Cyrax nerfs, before the command grab nerfs, before the Ford 1-2 nerfs. So yeah, this is my cameo tier list for Geras, post-patch and pre-patch. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Thank you all for the love and support on my videos lately, and I hope you guys all have an awesome night. Peace.
Batman wins.